Joining us now is Ohav, and she is a mompreneur, and we're going to be talking about her wonderful, truly wonderful invention called Babu Bath. Welcome to the show. How are you?
Good. Thank you for having me, Donna.
Oh my goodness. I was so excited about your product. I'm a mom, but mine have all grown up. But it's exciting because I find that you have this wonderful product that is actually helping parents bond emotionally with their child in a safer, more productive way. So bath time is not horrible anymore. What made you decide to invent this?
Well, just that. Bath time is not horrible anymore.
Okay.
So I honestly, before I had a baby, I thought the hardest part of having a baby is actually birthing the baby. And then I thought the second hardest part is probably nighttime. But I didn't realize that I would be facing bath time every day. My first son was born a preemie, so it was even more difficult to bathe him. He was a tiny little thing. And we tried the sink, and you have to hold the baby with one hand, they slip, they slide, then you try all the different types of bathtubs. I probably owned all the bathtubs out there just to try to make my life a little bit easier. So I promised myself before I have my second, I'm gonna come up with this invention to help myself and all the moms out there.
Yeah, and quite an invention it is. So walk us through, how does this actually work? Because it kind of grows with your baby.
Exactly.
Okay.
So as you can see, it's a pretty large bathtub. However, this actually fits in any standard shower, even the smallest of showers, and in any actual adult bathtub. So the biggest perk here is that it's a stand-up bathtub. So moms no longer have back pain, they don't have to crouch down. And honestly, the second biggest thing is you can see that the baby is secure. He's even tilted here.
Right.
And he's staying very secured in here because we have the cone in the middle, we have the anti-slip pillow, and you basically get both of your hands back. So you could do whatever you want with those hands for a while. You could take a nice break. And once you're ready to bathe the baby, you have both hands. The baby, is not gonna slip and slide, just gonna enjoy. And we made this pillow specifically in a way that the water would be absorbent up here, so you can put really hot water, and the transition is very easy for baby. So baby would enjoy it a lot more.
So it allows you to use warmer water without scalding issues, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so this insert, right? Can I take this out for a second?
Yeah, for sure.
Is it snapped in? Okay, so this whole insert you created.
Yes.
As well as the stand, as well as the tub.
Yep.
It's fabulous. It's absolutely wonderful. So these suction cups, right? And now is this piece washable?
It's washable. You just throw it in the washing machine. We really focused on convenience here. So, everything here is just convenient. Putting it together, it takes 2 seconds. You just put in the legs. There's, no tools or anything needed. This, you just throw in the washing machine, dryer. You just hang it up when you're done with the shower. So, no need to open the zipper or anything. Convenience is our middle name. So.
It's absolutely wonderful, and it's really nice quality. I got a chance to have dinner with you last night, and one of the things that I realized about you is that you come from a large family, right?
Yeah.
You're one of 10, right? So you've seen a lot when it comes to children and families, and then you have 2 of your own. Who are your children?
So we have Pele, he's 3.
Okay.
He's the reason this was born. Actually, Babu was the name that we called him when he was in the belly.
Little
so
Babu.
That's how Babu Bath was born. And my second is Mael. He's a 1.5 years, and he's been using this since the day he was born. He was also born a preemie, and this really changed my life. We actually adjusted it, while we were using it with him to make it perfect. And we're really confident now that we have the perfect product for moms and dads, to feel secure when bathing their baby.
You absolutely do. Now lift up your side for a second, because this piece is
comes out.
Right.
Yeah.
So this is fabulous. So this piece is smaller than that piece.
Exactly.
Okay. So
so it goes all the way to toddler stage. You can actually take it off, as you can see here, and you can put it, just as a tub on a shower. This is also good for families who don't actually own a bathtub in their home. So
you're right.
This can
a lot of apartments don't only have the shower.
Yep. My 3-year-old still fits in here. Sometimes they bathe in here together. Just
sweet.
Siblings like to have fun. And this also really helps, parents with multiple children, because while you're bathing baby, the other kids can be around, they can help. It's really makes it much easier.
I think it's brilliant. What has the response been from, people that are buying these, or just from your own family? Are they so excited and thankful?
Yeah, people are so excited. We went to the Prego Expo in Chicago, and we showcased this for the first time, and the feedback was great. I mean,
brilliant.
people are just excited not to have to deal with that back pain and, crunching down and everything. Especially moms that just gave birth, C-sections, I don't have to tell you. Moms with disabilities, everything is just easier.
I think it's going to be product of the year. Baby product of the year. I
love
really
it.
do. There's something about it. I was so excited when I heard that you were coming from Miami. And then the way it drains too, it has a drainage pipe as well.
Yes,
right?
so this
it's
is
easy. So you're not like
super
lifting
fast
it up
draining.
and trying to pour it out.
Exactly. You don't need to ever lift it up. Again, we're watching your back. And we have a very fast draining mechanism here. It literally takes like 30 seconds for the whole bathtub to drain out. Again, convenience. And with babies, they have accidents and in the tub, it gets dirty sometimes. So you could just fill it up and wash it out and fill it up again while the baby's still in there. Again, it's
durable,
just a matter
made
of
well.
it's a matter of convenience. So
Yay! I'm so happy to know you. Congratulations, much success to you.
Thank you.
And I hope that as your company grows, you'll come on again and again.
Of
But this is a
course.
fabulous, really great product. And I thank you for being here.
Thank you, Donna. I'm so happy to be here.
You're welcome. Tell me that this isn't brilliant, right? Tell me that this is not a brilliant product. Please stay tuned for more. We've been visiting with Ohav and her wonderful Babu Bath. Be well.
Start the new year strong with Boom Chaga. Our liquid concentrate turns any drink into your daily super drink, boosting energy, focus, and health. Make 2025 your healthiest year yet.
Well, giddy up, Buckaroo. Stay tuned. Joining me now on set is Jamie and a familiar face. That's right, Ally Melendez is in the house. Welcome to you both. How are you?
Good, how are you?
Good. So Jamie, as I was sharing with you who Ally is, Ally Melendez is now going to be a mom.
my
And I
goodness.
wanted to introduce her to this amazing product. She's been a correspondent on our show for many years, but now our new mom correspondent. And Jamie, you invented this phenomenal product. What made you decide to create Buckaroo Chew?
Well, we had a miracle baby because we couldn't have kids, and so we've been married 7 years at the time, and had accepted we weren't going to have kids, but we started going to this new church, and our pastor asked, do you want children? And I just was told him, like, well, it's not a choice, I can't. And he was like, you have a choice, you need to make a decision. So I did. He prayed over us. 2 months later, we were pregnant. And so we have our miracle baby, and I have horses and stuff. She loves chewing on my leather. And so I was like, well, we need to make this healthier. And that's how Buckaroo Chew came about. We found some amazing vegetable tanned leather, and it's it packed full of minerals, calcium, magnesium, there's vitamins A, D, E, and C, and there's so many benefits to it, and it's such a simple product. It's amazing. So we found a way to make it safe and healthy and beneficial, and it's an all natural, so they're not chewing on plastics. So we're really excited about it.
And as a new mom who's always been concerned about health, Ally,
Yes.
what are your thoughts about that?
I just think it's incredible because there are so many studies coming out with like, oh, this is now toxic for kids and this is now toxic for whatever. And I'm just like, oh, it is getting so, it's great that I'm seeing all this information and all these studies, and it's great to have this knowledge, but it's also scary because sometimes there are too many options and you think you're doing what is safest and what is best for your child.
Yes.
Of course, it's what everybody wants. But at the end of the day, sometimes it's just too complicated. Sometimes there's too much, too many things like on the market. And I love the simplicity of this. I love this because even though I'm about to be a first-time mom, I always share new products with my sister who has 2 babies. They're really my first babies, my niece and nephew. But this is something that I feel like is going to explode, and definitely something I need right now just for this baby already. It's already kicking and doing all the things.
So what is the symbolism of the puzzle piece? Why is
Well,
it shaped as a puzzle piece?
Originally, I actually wanted to do like a boot or something more Western based to fit the branding. But at the time, the only shape for the die cut that we cut the leather with I could find was a puzzle piece. But it actually ended up being so perfect because it has all the edges that the baby wants. So it has the rounder end so they can just like fit it right in their mouth, or it has the little bit tougher edges so that it can cut into their gums as needed without hurting them. And so it really just ended up being perfect. And now it's just, we only have the one shape currently. We just have the two basic products. We have the puzzle-shaped chew and then our chamomile tallow for reapplication, which is already on the chew itself. We work it into the leather. But this is for reapplication as needed because it does get worked out quickly as they're chewing on it. But that's it. Our two products, that's all you need. And it's so simple, but it's so amazing. And like, I'll put this directly on my daughter's gums when she has her molars coming in. And I know how it works, but like, it's so amazing witnessing it because she would be like screaming from pain. And I'd put it on her molars and she would just be like, totally fine. And I mean, like, I was already selling it, but I was immediately like, I'm so glad this works so quickly. Like, and I'm already promoting it, but I love that I use it on my own children. So.
And less really is more, I feel like, right? Like
Simplicity.
This is all you need.
Yeah.
Some babies are so overwhelmed with the amount of toys that they have and the amount of access to things that they have when like my niece would prefer to just play with a spatula. You know what I mean? So I'm excited to adopt that sort of less is more with as much as I can, also because I just don't like clutter.
Yes.
So I'm like, this is perfect. It checks so many boxes along with just, I think it's so funny because I showed up here with cowboy boots, not even knowing, we would be talking about this. And it just like, that's so my vibe. So I'm very excited to adopt this less is more and definitely tell everybody about Buckaroo Chew.
Thank you.
Yeah.
So it's a leather product.
Yes.
Okay, and so let's go through what it is again. It is thoughtfully crafted. It is naturally made. It has simple ingredients. Chamomile infused tallow blend.
Yes.
Correct? Okay, and this is cute too. It says that it's also rich in protein.
Yeah.
So how does that work? How does that happen?
So we get the hide, and I blend the chamomile tallow, and then I work it into the back of the leather, and it's by hand, and we use different things to get it as smooth as possible, and then we cut it into these shapes.
Perfect.
So that's it. It's we have the process down so we can get them out quickly. And people ask us all the time if we're going to do more products, but honestly, no. The only thing we're hoping to add is just a hole to it so people can put the binky holders in.
Okay.
So it doesn't drop. But what else for that is that with the chamomile tallow and whatnot, it's just such a quick, easy, like on the go. You don't need to have a lot of options. As we were saying, the simplicity of it, of people try so many different things, but even this, like you can throw it in the freezer, which helps clean it also, and then it makes it cold. So they need a cold press on their gums as well.
Definitely. Did you try a few iterations of this before you landed on the specific, ingredients in this one?
Well, just the way it blends, because you can't melt it too much because the chamomile separates.
Right.
And so, and that's the one thing we're still working on in shipping is that sometimes it can get too soft and it starts separating. And so that's still what we're working through. It doesn't change the quality. It's still safe to use and still shelf stable, but then people might have to like mix it up a little bit.
I don't think anybody's going to mind
natural ingredients, right? And I think that's not a big issue.
Yeah, but we got it really smooth. It's just a brown inside, so that's just chamomile and the tallow.
Lovely.
Perfect.
Yes.
Jamie, thank you. Thank you for coming all the way from Portland to
Yes.
be on this show. This is fun. It's a great invention, Buckaroo Chew.
Thank you.
Right? And even for like teenagers, right, that we were talking about their molars, right?
Oh my God.
Do you remember how painful it was when you were like,
every
I would have
stage.
totally chewed on a Buckaroo Chew.
I do also want to say special needs kids also really use this because they need something to chew on and they're told to use leather, and so it's a safe option of leather. And we're patent pending and we've gone through all the required testing for baby products, so we know it's safe and we stand behind the numbers.
Thank you, Jamie. And congratulations on being a mom, too.
Congratulations
That's so
on your
great.
baby.
Stay tuned for more. We've been living it up. I'm Donna Drake, and we've been visiting with Ally and Jamie, and it's Buckaroo Chew. Be well. 7 pounds of baby, but then what's next? Joining us now is our parenting correspondent, Ally Melendez, and a nurse practitioner, Mariel. Welcome to the show. How are you both?
I'm well, thank you. Thank you for having me.
It's so exciting. You have Integrative Pediatric Associates, correct?
Yes.
Okay. What made you decide to do that?
Oh my goodness. After being trained in, the mainstream nursing school and then working with a functional medicine pediatrician, I learned there was so much more out there, so much more than just prescription medications and supplements.
Okay.
And the more I learned, the more I wanted to bring into the practice. And so I decided to go out on my own so I could do my own research and bring in therapies and modalities for my patients.
So now, Ally, you're expecting your first child, correct?
Yes, oh my
Okay.
goodness. I have so many questions.
Congratulations.
A pediatrician, I think, can be your best friend, or a pediatric associate's, a place, a special center.
Absolutely. And I have so many questions, but basically, there's so much information out there, and it's so important to check where that information is coming from. I see so many first-time moms, so many of my friends looking up, what is best for my baby, what is the safest option for X, Y, and Z, and they're turning to TikTok, and they're turning to Instagram. And sitting here with you, I just want to set the record straight on vaccines and your opinions with vaccinating your baby, if it's good to sort of wait for some milestones to hit those vaccinations, or I just want a well-informed opinion once and for all, because I'm so sick of just seeing so many conflicting things on social media.
Right. Remember that little seed that's implanted in you. Congratulations, by the way.
Thank you.
It's so important to start it off on the right foot, right? So it starts with you. You want to make sure that what you're putting into your body is toxic-free, as clean as possible. From your nutrition to the healthcare products that you use to your personal care products, your hygiene products. When the baby's born, right? Vaccines, remember, you brought that up, they change the immune system. That's what they're meant to do, yeah? The baby is growing exponentially for the first 3 years of life, especially the brain. Many of these vaccines have toxic adjuvants in them. You have to understand that. Some of them have a lot of aluminum. Aluminum is a neurotoxin, and it's lipophilic, meaning it goes straight to the brain. What do these neurotoxins, what do heavy metals do? They lower IQ. They delay cognitive development, and you don't want that for your baby. You have to understand, too, what the vaccines are for. I empower all of my parents. Ask questions.
Okay.
What is the hepatitis B vaccine for?
Yeah, what is it, right? And what is the MMR, and what is the, right?
Exactly. Yeah. Hepatitis B, it's a bloodborne disease caused by sexually promiscuous people and IV drug users. Right. And if your child coming out of the womb is not having sex, or the mom is not positive, then why does your baby need that vaccine?
Oh
right?
my gosh, it's so refreshing to hear it from an actual
Right.
pediatrician.
You have to ask questions,
Yes.
get educated, and that's what I do in my practice. I empower parents.
So
That's
as a
great.
nurse
Thank you.
practitioner, what types of things can you do with your patients?
As a nurse practitioner, I can prescribe everything.
Okay.
From, simple antibiotics, amoxicillin, all the way up to controlled substances. But I don't go there first, Donna. I'm
Okay.
a true believer in what Hippocrates said years ago, let food be thy medicine, and medicine be thy food.
Beautiful.
The body is so amazing. It can heal itself given the right conditions. So.
And speaking of that, so speaking about nutrition, do you recommend starting with solid food at a certain age? Do you walk them through new parents?
Do.
You do?
Yes, especially
Okay.
first-time parents,
Yes.
right? They need a lot of hand-holding. They need a lot of education. I spend at least 45 minutes to an hour at each visit for new-time parents. I give them clues on when the baby is ready to start feeding, can they sit by themselves? Do they show an interest in food? Are they starting to grab your food when you eat? Can they sit unsupported? Because eating, we take it for granted, but it takes a lot of coordination, the tongue and pushing the food to the back of the mouth and actually swallowing. So it takes a lot of coordination for the babies. So you have to make sure that they're ready.
Absolutely. Is there a certain food that is more beneficial than, let's say, the store-bought cereals and more widely known first-time foods that a lot of moms serve?
I'd say organic, home prepared. You know, even the organic foods in pouches, and they're lined with toxins.
Yeah.
So,
Make your
or
own.
molds,
Make your own.
mycotoxins. Make your own.
Make
you
your
know what's
own.
going in there.
I've been trying to eat
advice.
healthier even myself, right? So I ended up getting a Vitamix. I'm like really into my food choices, you know, trying to eat more raw foods, healthier foods, right? So in what age group do you have at your practice? From what age to what age?
So I see, you know, from newborn on up, I
Okay.
also help the parents because you know what happens. I'm helping the children and I'm doing this extensive blood work and I'm looking at their stool and telling the parents what their stool is telling us, the deficiencies. And then the parents inevitably turn around and ask me, why don't all doctors do this? Can you do the same thing that you did for my child for me?
Yes.
So I wind up helping them. You know,
Amazing.
hormone imbalance is especially rampant these days. And even guys, right, they have hormones too. So I do a lot of talk about hormone balancing, getting the body to do what it's supposed to do naturally.
Important because I felt, this is very personal, but you know, it took me a little while to really regulate my cycle and understanding that it really starts from within and with your hormones, and then helping my husband to sort of get on track too is how we were able to create this healthy baby. And it does take a lot of, you know, self-awareness and maybe some patience to get yourself right. And I think that a lot of parents, you know, can achieve that. I'm seeing a lot of hormonal imbalances within my friends as well, also trying to conceive their first child. And I'm like, listen, you know, just go to someone you trust, go to a good doctor, you know, get yourself right by really getting to know what is maybe imbalanced and start from the root cause.
Absolutely.
So it is called Integrative Pediatric Associates, right? So I guess you have associates, Mariel.
Just me.
It's just you?
Yeah.
But just associates because it's cool?
I like the initials IPA.
Oh,
But now
okay,
I'm
there you go.
switching it up. It's Integrative Pediatrics Long Island.
Got
so
it.
that's my new website. It's
Okay.
finally
Congratulations.
construction is
That's
done.
awesome.
Yes.
That's absolutely wonderful. Congratulations.
Thank
Please
you.
sign me up.
I was gonna say, we
Immediately.
just got a new website too after 17 years.
Right.
Thank you for joining us. Thank you for
Thank you,
sharing your
Donna.
expertise. You know, so from birth to beyond, but also the adults.
Yes.
And thank you for setting the record straight on things.
There you
I
go.
appreciate that.
I
very
think
much.
Ally might be coming to see you soon. Oh yeah. Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
Well, we hope that your family is healthy and wise, and that you're making good choices based upon facts, and that you're doing what's right and in your own best interest. And thank you for watching.
Start the new year strong with Boom Chaga. Our liquid concentrate turns any drink into your daily super drink, boosting energy, focus, and health. Make 2025 your healthiest year yet.
My grandmother instilled a love of reading for me. Wait till you see our next guest. Well, the set is filled with color today. So exciting. Look at all these beautiful books, and they are part of Zoybooks. Welcome to the show. How are you?
Hi, how are you?
Good.
Thanks for having us.
So we have Johnny Lee and we have Ki Youngmin.
Yes.
And you guys have been friends for a really long time.
Very long time.
Very long
I
time.
was so surprised that this entire line of books only started recently. Tell us about the birth, I guess we'll go with you, Johnny Lee, of the books.
So, Kyung always had this dream of illustrating children's books. Like he did studied illustration at the University of Arts in Philadelphia. And although the career path went a different way, he did UI UX, suddenly had the opportunity, and I'm pretty sure he can go a little bit on what the reason was to make books. But when we got the chance, he asked me to join him, and then my background in design and production would just make the great team to make these books out. And then I'm pretty sure he'll go into the more reason why these books are going up.
Yes, why? This is fabulous.
Yeah, so I have two children, my two lovely daughters, Audrey and Anna. I read to them every day. And I was reading board books, and a lot of these board books, after I read to them, don't know what to do next. And I couldn't explain why, the rhymes and all that. It was hard for me to teach the kids. So then it stood up. I was like, I could illustrate.
I can make my own books for my
yes.
daughters.
Because usually you get a book and it's like, read it, and then when you're done, put it down.
Yeah.
Right.
So we wanted to make get more interactive, have them actually play while learning, and they want to do it with the parents. So that's the reason why we introduced these guidance cards
Yes.
to help the parent.
So
Lovely.
for every book that we have a guidance cards. So it will give you interactive features and making the reading fun and activities afterwards.
Wonderful. When I was young in school, they had these scholastic levels and these books and these packets and things like that. It reminds me of that, right? It's not just a book, it's so much more, especially
Yes.
with the activity cards. How exciting is that?
Yes.
So at what point did you realize, obviously you have your own focus group, but at what point did you realize like something was magical here about these books?
The feedback, we weren't expecting
Okay.
the feedback that we got, actually, because we actually we got the product in basically in end of November. And since then, feedback has been great. Even like special education teachers, speech therapists, preschools, they've all reached out and praised us on how well our books, that they're using our books in schools and they're teaching with them. And we had no idea that it was going to go be like that. So,
Interesting.
Yeah, so
Interesting.
we've had the
So
most.
they're like,
yeah.
it's like a tool. It's a learning
Yeah,
tool.
they're actually using
So
it
it's
as a
an
tool.
act book, a speak book, and a think book, right? So maybe we could just start with like a think book.
Sure.
Let's do cookie clap. Explain this to our audience how it works.
So this is Cookie Clap. Our think books will help with like math, logic, counting 1 to 5.
Okay.
Colors, opposites, shapes. That would be like 5 to 10. Learning 5 to 10. So
Okay.
we use Cookie Clap to learn 1 to 5, and kids will be clapping as they go every time they see a cookie. So there'll be
One clap for one cookie.
2,
Two claps.
3,
claps.
Very good.
4, 5, and then, oh no,
Oh no.
all the cookies fall out.
Oh my gosh.
Yes.
All the cookies fall out. Okay. So when they open that flap, so it's not, it's like kind of like a traditional pop-up book, but different.
Yes,
Okay.
then when
Lovely.
they-
And then all the pieces are contained inside the book.
yes.
Lovely. Let me see that. It's really nice. And it's made really well. Illustrations are fabulous. Who did these illustrations?
Yeah.
So these are fabulous characters. Are you thinking about also like opening up maybe a plush line? Because I see some of your characters like could also be like a squishy.
Yes.
You know what I mean? Have you thought about that yet? Or somebody invited you to do that yet?
We haven't been invited yet, but
Okay.
our minds are always
Always going.
out there. Yeah,
Yeah.
we want to.
Always going for wonderful
We want
things.
to go into like, making these characters live and then
Yes.
making videos of it.
Animations. yeah.
Yes, we actually have one of these things in animation, like
You
a
do.
musical
My
friends.
Extras musical friends?
Yes.
Okay.
So basically, this is a book about onomatopoeias. So they will be having this kid is going to find a band.
Okay.
So this
Meow,
is
meow,
taken
meow.
out.
What makes that noise?
What's that? It's
Oh,
a cat. So it's like a face mask for the kids.
Interesting.
So we have the face mask for the
I love
the
these.
dog.
I really do.
pig
Okay.
and the bear, and at the end they make a
play.
play. But then there's a QR code here
Yes.
where it leads to a link where it plays the video.
Oh my
of them-
goodness.
Of them
Playing together.
Yes.
Okay, very, very fun. And let's do one more. Let's do cake, please. Cake, please.
Okay, please.
Okay.
So this is Cake Please. This is using repetitive words to help with speech development. So help please. We're going to bake cake today. Can you help me please? Help me pour the cake mix. Pour, pour, pour. And then the flour,
loving this.
cake mix shows up.
How long did it actually take you to put all these things together? Do those eggs crack?
Yes, they do crack.
You know what they do?
Crack, crack, crack.
Because I see crack, crack, crack. I was like, do
Crack,
those
crack,
eggs crack?
crack.
Okay.
All of them crack, and then eggs show up like this.
I just sighed. Did you hear that? The little girl in me is like so happy right now. All right.
They mix, mix, mix.
Oh, wow.
And then it's all mixed.
Oh my goodness gracious. Okay. I get it. This is fabulous.
Yes.
Where are your books how can we get them? How can we get Zoybooks?
So we are right now selling online,
Okay.
Zoybooks.com.
Thank
This is so nice. And tell me about your train before we wrap up.
Oh, yes. So
they
our
expand.
yes. So our book of train is learning about colors. What they do is all these little pieces come into these little pocket over here. And what they do is they have to categorize and put it into the right category. So red goes into red.
Fabulous.
Yes.
This is really, really outstanding. What's one thing I didn't ask you that you want me to ask you? Because actually, I've been having so much fun with you that I haven't been doing like a lot of the questions. I'm like, this is the best show and tell ever.
Well, to add on to where our books are available at, is they are on Amazon as well.
Okay.
And then we actually had the opportunity to go to the ABC Kids Show. It's a big kids product trade show, and we made a lot of relationships with small boutiques that offer like baby toys and gear, and we're able to put our books in their stores as well. So or like around the world, like around
Fabulous.
US and
If you ever need to hire voiceover talent, I would really like to be
Really?
the voice of one of the
really?
books. Yeah, I would really enjoy that. Years ago, I did a strawberry, and it's like can't you see I'm a big red ripe strawberry? And I know that you're in packaging, like in Master Foods or whatever, and it was for like a strawberry thing that I did, and I enjoyed it. It's fun. Fabulous. But when you read as a parent or as a caregiver for a child, right, I think adding inflections to your voice also is one of the elements that bring these books to life.
Absolutely.
So thank you
Absolutely.
so much.
Thank you.
Thank you. Cookies that are so designed well, they're like pretty enough to eat. So thank you very much. All the best to you. Happy journeys to you. I know we have a lot of other guests today that I want you to meet that are in the green room because I just feel like it's all about collaboration, right, and a big win.
Yes.
So way to go.
Yes, thank you.
Zoybooks. That's it. I don't have anything else to say. You just you have to come and play, right? No matter what age you are. I think Zoybooks would bring joy to your life. I'm not too old to play. I'm buying this for myself. Be well. Rock-a-bye baby on the treetop. Stay tuned for baby essentials. Joining us now is Kerry Gillick-Goldberg, and we're going to be talking about her nonprofit, Baby Essentials of Long Island. Welcome to the show, Kerry. How are you?
Very good. Thank you so much for having me on.
I've gotten the chance to watch your career flourish over the years, as well as your philanthropic heart. You have always been someone that is a champion for nonprofits, but then you decided to start your own.
Yes.
What was the cause of you wanting to do Baby Essentials of Long Island?
Well, I didn't have a choice, really, because COVID-19 hit. And what happened was, all of a sudden, on social media and other platforms, people were saying that they were getting rid of their nannies, their housekeepers, everybody that worked for cash.
Okay.
But their income wasn't affected, and my income was not affected negatively. My husband was able to start working from home. I was able to continue working from home. And I just couldn't imagine, being out there and having no income. And, it was really because of that, not having cash.
So what did you do?
Well,
How did you start? Like, what were the boots on the ground steps that you took?
Well, the first thing I did was get in touch with Suffolk County and Help Me Grow. And we got very involved with the contact tracers. So the contact tracers would reach out to me and say, okay, I have X number of people that, we don't want to leave the house. They've got COVID. And we started doing door-to-door deliveries. And I roped all my friends into doing it. And it was very fulfilling. There's something about, it's kind of granular, being able to do a task and know that you're really helping somebody.
People were doing food deliveries, they were doing toilet paper deliveries, some people were doing wine deliveries, but all in all, maybe the diapers and the Pampers and the Loves or whatever, the wipes, like you said, formula wasn't actually getting to the places that needed it.
Well, because you have to remember, there's no government resources for things like that. We do have a diaper bank. That's fantastic. But again, if you can't get to an island harvest that's on Spagnoli if you can't, because you're not taking public transportation. So for me, doing door-to-door delivery, whether it's to a shelter or to a home, really I felt was the best option to keep people safe from the virus. People also were not able to have gatherings, which means that you could not have a baby shower. So what we started doing for moms that were severely in need is bringing them all the tools that you would need, your entire layette. And we do that for moms in need across the island.
Yeah, now what people can do is they can go to your website, learn more, but somebody can actually sponsor an entire layette.
Yes,
right?
they can.
So what do they get inside of that?
Well, it's kind of exciting, and I want to give a little shout out to Harmony Healthcare. They are the federally funded healthcare clinics in Nassau County, and we also work with Smart Start Suffolk.
Okay.
And what happens is women who are a part of their programs, whether it's the pitch program or one of their other offerings, they actually get provided with a baby bathtub. And the baby bathtub is filled with anything and everything that a brand new mom needs for their baby. So it's hundreds of dollars worth of product.
Interestingly enough, today I will be filming someone that has a baby bathtub company, and I'm definitely going to introduce you. You know what's so interesting, Kerry, is like I always find that the show somehow cross-pollinates people, right? And
Yes.
it's just like, it's fun here, right? I hope you're having fun.
And you put it out to the universe.
I do. I put it out to the universe,
right?
and right. That's and it's just like, I don't know. It makes me feel really good about everybody. It's like a tapestry, you know.
Yes.
And people are like, "Well, how do you know?" I'm like, I don't know. Just the right people show up, right? Like you said, you had your friends that were volunteering, and then they wanted to make a difference, and more people wanted to make a difference. So, what as a nonprofit do you need right now? And I know you do like these really fun, amazing events too. So if somebody wanted to sponsor a baby shower and
that would be amazing.
Okay.
Actually, and we are going to start working with the Department of Health in Nassau County. And we're considering branching off into Westchester as well, because they've been very excited about what we've been able to accomplish on Long Island. And this past weekend, actually, I was at a baby shower for Suffolk County.
Beautiful. And so people can just make a difference. They can make donations. Do you also take donations of the actual items? Can
Yes,
they go
we
to the
do.
grocery store or wherever,
We
or a
love
big
that.
box store and
We
buy
love that. If you're
something
buying
and-
your own diapers,
Right,
buy
an extra
another
box.
package.
Okay.
And I'll be honest with you, I tell everybody, yes, fabulous to donate to me, but these days, just look around.
Directly.
Your next door neighbor could be in need. A lot of people have apartments in houses. You would be surprised at the neighborhoods that we are delivering diapers to. They are not traditional communities that we would consider in need, and it's because people have such high rents that they're paying, and
There's a
diapers,
need.
wipes, formula,
Lovely.
you know, actually even gently used baby clothes. We do take them, we wash them, and we redistribute.
Well, thank you for being here. Thank you, like I said, for being a longtime philanthropic woman. Like you have just been like supportive of so many things. So kudos to you on that. And it's Baby Essentials of Long Island. And if
Yes.
somebody wanted to start this nonprofit in another community across the states, I'm sure you'd be there to help
Oh
them,
my
right?
goodness, of course.
Lovely. Thank you so much, Kerry.
Thank you for
Or as
having
I like
me.
to call you, Kerry Gillick-Goldberg, all three names. Thank you
Thank
for
you.
being here. There you go, Kerry Gillick-Goldberg. It is Baby Essentials of Long Island. And if this is something you want to start in your community, please reach out to Kerry, because she has all the information. She knows how to do it. And I would love to see this happen in your community for you as well. Be well.
Start the new year strong with Boom Chaga. Our liquid concentrate turns any drink into your daily super drink, boosting energy, focus, and health. Make 2025 your healthiest year yet.
Joining us now are Dan and Chelsey with their wonderful invention, Babba Care. Okay, what is Babba Care, guys?
What is Babba Care, Chelsey?
Hi, so Babba is the world's first baby bottle cooler and warmer. This is the device. So I'm going to give you a quick little demo as to what it is. So again, it's a baby bottle cooler and warmer. Think maybe a little mini fridge on the go, and it can also warm up your baby bottle. So how it works is you have your base and your bottle. You'd fill your milk into the bottle. You'd flip it over, attach your base, just twist it on, flip your bottle over, and now you turn on your device. There's basically in the cold setting and a warming setting. So you turn it to blue, and it would be now cooling your milk. It cools faster than a refrigerator, and it only takes just a couple minutes to cool the milk, and it gets down to refrigerated temperatures. Then you turn it to warming, and it warms your bottle in 5 to 10 minutes. So basically you have a mini fridge on the go, and then you can have a warm bottle whenever you want while you're out and about. And it lasts 5 hours off a single battery charge, and it's rechargeable and can last independently through the wall outlet. So this was sort of my idea when I had my first baby. I am a travel blogger, and I was traveling all around the world and just trying to get out and about during the day with my son, and keeping my pumped milk cold and then trying to warm a bottle up was so difficult to do out and about. You'd have to bring a cooler with ice packs, and then you would have to stop at a Starbucks and put the bottle in hot water and make sure it doesn't get too hot. So I knew my husband could come up with something with his history of working with a previous company that did cooling and heating. And so I brought this idea to him, and he is the one who is the inventor behind it.
Great, Dan. Yeah, let's hear about that. What made you think you could do this?
Yes, I mean, it stemmed from my wife's or our problem getting out of the house with a bottle. You had a cooler bag to cool it and a warmer. You had to bring hot water to warm it. And so my background is engineering and actually portable cooling and heating devices. So I actually did a company prior to this that did the world's first battery-powered ice pack and heating pad. So we essentially developed we used the technology, developed a product, ran the startup for 5 years, ultimately got acquired. And so when Chelsey and I got pregnant, we had kind of a similar issue of this portable cooling and heating, and that was my background. And Chelsey was like, "Hey, you've done this before. Why don't you try it out? See if you can create something that cools a bottle and refrigerates it and also warms it." So started playing around with it, creating some prototypes. Eventually, quit my job and pursued it full time. So we've been at it for about 3 years. Just launched recently, a few months ago, and obviously, it being the world's only device that can both warm a bottle and refrigerate it, it's been pretty exciting last few months.
I'm so excited for you. We are doing like this parenting hour of power, I guess is what we would call it. So I was excited to have you guys participate because I've never seen anything like it. It's so unique. What has the response been? Like, how are parents and caregivers using it?
Yeah, so just like you said, it's the first thing on the market. There's nothing on the market like this. There are coolers out there, devices that cool your milk, and there's devices that warm your milk. Literally nothing on the market can both cool and warm your milk. So that's why we created Babba. So there's a couple of use case scenarios that most families have been using it for. One of them being night feedings. A lot of people have been using the milk to cool the milk all night long. So they just plug it into the wall. It's sitting on your nightstand, cooling the milk all night. And then when baby wakes up, you just lean over, press the button, and it's warming your bottle. So you don't have to go down to the refrigerator, get the milk out of the fridge, then warm it up. You know, it's just all at your nightstand. So it's great for both moms and dads during the night to help with like those night feeds, because we all want as much sleep as possible. It's great for out on the go. I took my baby to the beach the other day, and he needed cool milk, but we were at the beach, and I didn't want to bring a cooler with ice packs and all that. So I brought this, cooled the milk at the beach, brought it in the car. It fits in a cup holder. And then just at the beach, I warmed his bottle up and it was ready to go. So lots of just like day use scenarios, night use scenarios. It's perfect for on the go, perfect for travel, and for both moms and dads.
It has to be on everybody's register. I mean, like this has to be the go-to gift forever right now, right? Being a mom of 3 grown children, every time I see a product like yours, I'm like, oh my goodness, I wish I had, right? Mm-hmm. And so on the nightstand should be the baby monitor and the Babba Care, right?
Yes, yeah. You can find us on Baby List right now. You can easily add us to your Baby List registry. We should be on Amazon very soon, so very easy to add us to your registries.
Yeah, it's a big registry item. I think people see it as like the world's only and best way to do things. So people are like, hey, instead of me purchasing it, I'll add it to my registry.
That is absolutely wonderful. Congratulations once again. So happy to have you on. And it's wonderful that you were able to do this together as a team. So wishing you all the best.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much. We really appreciate it.
Thank you so much. Babba Care. I want one even to put my own milk in, and I could drink it and sleep. We get a nice
Exactly.
warm milk, right?
Yeah,
Who
just
knew?
for coffee and tea, whatever you need.
Thanks, guys. Be well. Good night. Bye-bye.
Thank
you so much.
Bye.
Ni hao. That's hello. Stay tuned. Joining us now are Joni and Wendy, and they are a team, and they work with a language lab that is located in Northport, Long Island. Welcome to the show. How are you both?
Good, thank you.
Good. I was so excited because you walked in with these blocks, and they're so colorful and they're so beautiful. And then I realized that this is the dog, right?
Yes.
In Chinese. I've never seen Chinese blocks.
Right.
So,
Right.
right?
Yes.
So this is fabulous. So what it is that you're doing is you created a lab, a workshop, if you will, where you're helping people be bilingual
Exactly.
and also building community.
Right,
Okay.
exactly.
So and also this was interesting too. This is two,
Yes.
but Chinese for two is just two lines.
Right.
Sometimes it's simple and intuitive, right? And we're making it way harder than it needs to be sometimes.
Right.
So what made you decide to create this together? I guess you're friends. Have you been friends for a long time?
Actually, no.
Okay.
Like 4
How did
years.
you meet?
4 years. We met on Facebook.
Really?
Yes,
true.
we met on Facebook.
In the same group, actually.
Okay. You're talking about the Northport Moms group,
Yes.
right? So you met through that.
We met through that.
Okay.
I think she recognized my name as being Chinese.
Correct.
And she asked whether I was Chinese, whether I spoke Chinese, and I said yes. And the community in Northport, the Chinese community or the Asian community, is small in comparison to New York City.
Yes.
So
because in
we-
New York City, we have Chinatown. We have an
Exactly.
entire town for
Several
Asian, right?
Chinatowns,
Right, several, right.
So we wanted to get together in order to build our own language skills and then our children's language skills, which is ultimately what this is about.
Did you both grow up that Chinese was Mandarin was your first language, or no?
No.
So English was your first language?
No. So interestingly, I grew up in the Philippines.
Oh.
So my first language would be Tagalog, or formerly called Filipino. And then my family is Chinese, but we have like a regional language that we speak that's not Mandarin. So we spoke that at home, but we had to go to school for Mandarin.
Okay.
So there are like multiple languages going on at the same time while I was growing up. And English also is one of the official languages in the Philippines. So the language of instruction in schools would be in English, but I'm also learning Mandarin.
My sister-in-law is Filipino, so she grew up in Cebu. And
Right.
so her name's Jen, and I absolutely love Jen. But what I do is I would go to her Facebook post, and I'd see that she would write something in, how do you say
Tagalog.
Tagalog. And I would take it and then translate it. I put it into Google Translation, and I'd be like, oh, what is she happy about? Because I wanted to know. I wanted to be able to engage with her.
Right.
And celebrate the things that she was celebrating.
Absolutely.
Right? And I also didn't want to laugh at the wrong things inappropriately. So I'm like, okay, let's translate, right? So you're building that for people, building connections through language.
Right, exactly, especially through the early childhood part, because we found that there is no actual language school for even when babies and they get to toddler age, but those are the most informative years, especially for audio and learning languages. So that's what we came together for. That was one of our shared interests.
You're right, and when they're young, toddlers, if you could make them be bilingual, trilingual,
Right.
learn all different languages, that's when they can learn the best.
Right, exactly.
Yeah, I've noticed that as well. And I'm trying to learn myself through Babbel. And, I'm trying to learn French now, but that's another story.
Me too.
But are you trying to learn?
I am trying to learn French for the 5th time.
For the 5th time.
Yes.
Bonjour.
Exactly.
But I thank you for being here. And I know that you brought some books. So these are some of your learning tools?
Yes. So
Okay.
we're really excited about this. This is also a local Long Island publisher.
Really?
So,
Let me
yes.
see. Okay. My Amazing Body.
Yes.
Okay. Oh, Carol Chan.
Yes.
Okay. And Amelia Marzi?
Yes.
Okay. So what they did is they put it in.
So one of them is in Cantonese and one of them is in Mandarin, and they're both
Okay.
Chinese, but they're completely different languages.
Yes, which people also don't really realize.
Exactly. Right. So they also have the pinyin and the juyin, which helps English speakers learn how to say the word. So these are great even for parents that don't speak Chinese themselves. They can learn at the same time.
What is the QI sound? Or Q?
Tea.
T.
Tea. It's almost like cheese, but like thinner.
Got it.
Tea.
Yeah, and I think that would also help with pronunciation of a lot of last names. I did this
true.
Stony Brook.
Yes.
I did this Stony Brook graduation, and there were so many names that had like an Asian root, and I did the best I could. But
Right.
but once you know those sounds, I think it helps everybody.
Yes.
So this is lovely. I might even adults could use these books,
Yes.
right?
Yes.
So I thank you both for being here. So someone could sign up for one of your workshops, or you could help them, and you'll
Yes.
customize a solution for them.
Right, in a way, but we also do small group classes, so we know exactly what's going on with our students.
Okay.
Right, and that can be done through our website, on our Instagram. We're very reachable.
And I knew ni hao, and also sometimes I have friends that are, of many different cultures, and I'm always asking them because I always want to learn. Like what's this, right? What's the word for hand?
Right.
What is the word for hand?
Shou.
Shou. And then jiao is your foot.
Jiao, yes.
See,
Yes.
I try.
Very good.
I try. So I thank you both for being here.
Thank you so
sincerely,
much.
and I hope you have a lovely day with everyone that's here on set. So
Yes, thank you so much.
thank you. I really appreciate you being here, Joni and Wendy. Thank you so much. Stay tuned for more. We're living it up, where you could learn a language here too. Be well. Joining us now is Vishnu, and we're going to be talking about AlphaBetChess. So welcome to the show. How are you?
I'm doing very well. Thank you for having me.
So chess became more popular recently, I believe. I think for a while it was kind of like, I don't know whether it was the television show that came out about chess or what happened, but did you also agree that there was a big resurgence?
Oh, 100%. Yeah, definitely after the Queen's Gambit came out in 2021. I think chess.com, which is the largest online chess website, saw over 100 million users within a day even, or even a month. So yeah, it was a huge boost for the game of chess.
Wonderful. What made you decide to create your own book series about it? It's called AlphaBetChess series, and also the coloring book, and you also have volume 3 coming out, right? What made you decide to do this?
Yeah, so I was inspired by my son. My son is now 4, but when he was about 2.5, I was reading an A is for apple, B is for ball, C is for cat type of book. And I found most children's books were just reusing the same analogies. And as a lifelong chess player and competitor, I thought, why not do this with chess terms, A to Z, make it really fun and kid-friendly, and bring the game of chess down to my son's level. Most chess books that currently exist in the market are for the 6, 7, 8-year-olds, and even those are a bit difficult. So I was just thinking, if I can make it fun and easy for someone like my son, it would be a good way for him to get into the game.
The illustrations are also really fun and very, very clever. Who did you partner with to do the illustrations?
Yeah, so my publisher is Thinkers Publishing, based in Belgium, and they have an in-house illustrator named Dirk de Wit, who's extremely talented and wonderful. And so Dirk and I have had a great working relationship, and he was the one who was able to bring a lot of the ideas to life.
And the terms are really interesting because I didn't know what the terms were as well. Like, C, obviously, checkmate, that one I know. But some of these other terms I don't know. So tell me about the letter F.
F stands for fianchetto, so that's an Italian term. It essentially refers to when a pawn is placed either in front of the king's knight or a queen's knight. and then the bishop sits in between. So the pawns control one color complex and the bishop controls the other. It's a great way of keeping your king safe, especially when you castle, because then you're able to attack a lot of squares and keep your bishop active.
So Vishnu, H is for horse, but it also means knight, correct?
Correct. Yeah.
Okay.
I had to use the K for the king.
Yeah, I like it. I like it. This is really wonderful. You got G for Grandmaster. What I also like about your coloring book is that in the back, you actually have all the pieces, like a little opportunity for them to color it, but then they can cut them out and also play. So it's like an activity
absolutely.
all in one. Well done.
Yeah.
Really, really cool.
Thank you. Yeah, that idea actually came from Dirk. So definitely credit to him as the illustrator for including that in the book. But yeah, it's definitely a wonderful way for parents of young children to just, make it more than just a coloring book, but actually make an activity and use the pieces so they can actually play a game with it. And then even for chess coaches who run summer camps, it's a great way to break the monotony of a 6-hour camp throughout the day and give the kids something to do, but still keep it chess related.
Great. Has it helped your chess game at all? By doing this, has it helped you, like, I guess, enliven like childhood joy around the game?
So as far as the childhood joy, absolutely yes. As far as becoming a better chess player, no. But that's okay. I mean, that's not my main motivation right now, is to become a better competitor. It's more I wanted to do something for my son and people of that similar age to my son, and just have them have a resource that I wish I had when I was younger as a kind of soft introduction to the game. So that's how it was created.
Well, be aware, because someday your son may beat you in chess. My son Matthew beats me all the time. Like, he's so good at it.
I'm looking forward to that day happening. I don't think it's terribly far away. So yes, I'm looking forward to it.
And for those pawns in life, you just take them all the way up, right? It's a learning. This is like a learning tool. It's joyful. Like you said so many times, A is for apple, B is for banana. I mean, K is for kite. But this is a whole new way of learning the alphabet. It's AlphaBetChess. Thank you, Vishnu. Thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you.
And Vishnu, I know you're going to be doing an online component of this as well, and it's going to include an entire series, right? How can we engage with that?
Yeah, so you can go to our Instagram at AlphaBetChess or our website, www.alphabetchess.com. We'll soon have a course for parents on how they can get involved to teach chess to their children. And we'll also have another 9 books in the series coming over the next decade.
Oh my goodness gracious, who knew? Thank you so much. It was very nice to meet you. Happiness to you.
Thank you. Thank you.
Be well. Bye-bye.
Bye.
There you go. I like playing chess. Maybe you'd like to learn how to play chess. And even if you knew how to play when you were younger, it's something like a skill set that you can easily bring it back to life. At least I was able to do that. And I'm sure you'll be able to do it too. Be well.
This is Donna Drake. Happy journeys.
Take my hand, come with me, and we'll find better ways to be something much more. Live it up, live it up, live it up now. Live it up
now. Thanks for watching Live It Up. You can visit us at liveituptvshow.com.